Welcome to the Bullvine Podcast, your go-to source for inside stories, cutting-edge research, and the latest updates in the world of dairy farming. For the 79th episode, we examine whether the federal milk marketing order reform helps dairy farmers or benefits processors. So please grab a glass of milk, sit back, and let's get started with this week's episode.
Is the Federal Milk Marketing Order, FMMO, reform truly beneficial for dairy farmers, or does it primarily benefit processors? This pressing question has ignited a heated debate as the industry is poised for significant changes. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, proposes revisions to update pricing formulas for all 11 FMMOs. A referendum until December 31, 2024 allows eligible dairy producers to vote on these proposed changes. If 2/3 agree, new pricing models will roll out. If not, some FMMOs might be dissolved, creating more uncertainty. This referendum will significantly impact whether these changes strengthen the farmer's position or continue tilting the scales in favor of processors, affecting the industry's financial health and future direction.
The Federal Milk Marketing Order, FMMO, has a rich historical context, dating back to the Agricultural Marketing Agreement Act of 1937. This act, born out of the tumult of the Great Depression, aimed to stabilize chaotic agricultural markets. The FMMO, a key component of this act, was designed to mitigate milk price fluctuations that adversely affected producers and consumers. It achieved this by establishing fair minimum prices based on the intended use of the milk, whether for fluid consumption or the production of products like cheese and butter. Fast forward to today, the dairy industry has transformed, sparking the need for reform. When these orders were first implemented, they didn't foresee shifts like changes in consumer preferences or technological advances in processing. Present-day producers face challenges like increased supply chain consolidation and international trade pressures that the original pricing formulas didn't consider. The USDA regularly updates these orders through its agricultural marketing service to reflect current market realities. A recent 49-day hearing initiated by the dairy industry highlighted the urgent need to revise these orders due to changing dynamics. The hearing focused on necessary changes to factors like milk composition. It surveyed commodity prices, addressing long-standing inefficiencies in the pricing system. The proposed amendments are a wide-ranging effort to modernize milk pricing and marketing. They are meant to align the FMMO with today's market and ensure this framework benefits all involved: producers, processors, and consumers. As the USDA progresses with the referendum, it is dedicated to balancing federal oversight with industry flexibility, keeping the American dairy sector competitive and sustainable in our rapidly shifting agricultural economy.
The federal milk marketing orders are getting a makeover to suit today's market needs better. Here's a simplified look at what's changing. Milk composition factors. Protein is now at 3.3%, other solids at 6.0%, and non-fat solids at 9.3%. This update aims to match the milk farmer's supply more accurately with pricing. Surveyed commodity products. Forget the 500-pound barrel cheddar cheese prices. Based on market realities, the focus is shifting to the 40-pound block cheddar cheese prices. Class 3 and Class 4 formula factors. Manufacturing allowances adjust to new rates, such as 25.519 cents for cheese and 22.72 for butter. The butter fat recovery is bumped to 91%, reflecting more efficient costs and methods. Base Class 1 skim milk price. The pricing will stabilize the market by taking the higher Class 3 or Class 4 skim milk prices and making a new adjustment for products with an extended shelf life. Class 1 differentials. The changes will better reflect the costs in varying counties, ensuring that milk pricing is locally fair and transparent. These updates aim to align milk marketing with modern-day realities, striving for a fairer and more transparent pricing system in light of evolving production and market conditions.
The Federal Milk Marketing Order, FMO, changes have sparked serious debate among dairy farmers nationwide. These updated pricing formulas promise to modernize milk price settings, offering potential benefits. Adjusting milk composition factors and surveying commodity products aim to align prices with current production costs better. With its high-class iron milk utilization, the Southeast stands to gain from these updates, possibly seeing improved returns. This potential for improved returns should bring a sense of hope and optimism to dairy farmers. Yet there's significant criticism, especially from farmers who fear financial loss. Concerns arise in areas like the upper Midwest, where farmers predict a potential revenue drop of 70 to 80 cents per hundredweight. This is especially worrying in a sector already under pressure. Regional differences in impact also raise issues of market control. In areas dominated by processors, there's fear that they could further tighten their hold, leaving farmers with little say over milk prices. This is a significant worry where cooperatives blur the lines between producers and processors, leading farmers to question the benefits of these reforms. Ultimately, these reforms aim to align pricing with today's economic reality. Still, their success depends on local dynamics and market structures. Dairy farmers must weigh modernization against the risk of financial instability.
As the controversy over the federal milk marketing order amendments grows, many are eyeing the potential benefits for milk processors. The adjustments, which focus on pricing formulas and allowances, seem poised to bolster processors' margins. Updating the manufacturing allowances for cheese, butter, NFDM, and dry whey might reduce processors' financial strain. These changes could help them manage costs efficiently while providing a safety net to protect their profits. The shift to using only 40-pound block cheddar prices instead of including 500-pound barrels simplifies the pricing process. This might benefit processors focusing on block cheese, allowing for a more stable financial outlook. Dairy farmers, however, express concerns that these changes seem skewed. They worry about a widening gap between their earnings and processors' profits. Pressure mounts as farmers fear losing significant earnings per hundredweight, and they question whether these reforms genuinely support them. The debate is lively. Critics argue that processors might exploit these new conditions at farmers' expense. As the dairy industry shifts, tensions run high, and farmers are unsure how these changes will affect them.
Understanding the impact of the federal milk marketing order reforms across regions is essential as they approach. The Midwest, a cornerstone of the dairy industry, faces challenges different from those in the Southeast. By understanding these regional differences, dairy farmers can feel more informed and prepared for the potential impact of the reforms. Skepticism surrounds the proposed changes in the Midwest, which has strong milk production. High production costs and minimal Class 1 milk usage limit the benefits. Farmers in states like Wisconsin may find these reforms disrupting their delicate financial situation. In contrast, the Southeast presents a different picture. Here, higher Class 1 usage offers the potential for increased revenue. In states like Florida, where demand for milk exceeds supply, these reforms could be favorable. The area's unique pricing structure and dependence on imported milk might make the changes advantageous. The regional adjustments within these reforms are crucial. In the Northeast, where production costs are similar to those in the Midwest, but Class 1 usage is high, opinions are divided. Some see the changes as a step towards market stability, while others doubt long-term benefits. With such varied conditions, the FMMO reforms could create division rather than unity among dairy farmers. As the referendum continues, these regional differences will influence discussions, affect votes, and shape the agricultural story.
The path of federal milk marketing order reforms is stirring tensions in the dairy world. These changes aim to bring milk pricing up to speed with industry developments. Yet there's a conflict. Do they favor processors more than farmers? This varies across the country. The Southeast may benefit, while the Midwest has reservations. Here's the big question. Will these reforms make things fairer or widen the gap even further? If you're involved, it's crucial to participate. Voting in the referendum is your chance to protect your interests. Joining industry groups and sharing your thoughts with processors can boost your influence. Dairy producers and professionals must stay informed and use their power. The USDA website and agricultural groups have plenty of information and ways to get involved. As the vote deadline nears, remember that your decision today shapes the future of dairy. Are you ready to drive this change?
Thank you for tuning in to the Bullvine Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's insightful discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Catch you next time on the Bullvine Podcast. where bovine expertise and community come together.